All right, what's up, gamers? This is my third try at this. Not sure why, but it doesn't let me save it. So I'm going to give this one a shot, and if it doesn't work, then, well, we'll see what happens. All right, let's talk about this one, number one. Here we go. So I'm going to find the surface area of this prism. It's a rectangular prism. So it doesn't matter which face that we call our base, okay? I chose to call this first face my base here. All right, so I redrew this front face with the 4 and 1, 4 and 1. Perimeter of my base is 10. The area of the base is 4. The height now is this leftover 9 that we have not used yet. Plug it in. That's a 10 times 9 plus 2 times 4. You should get 98. Number 2 is a cylinder. All right, within this cylinder here, okay, we want to find the surface area. Remember, cylinders and prisms are related, except the cylinder has a circular base. So the perimeter of the circular base is 2 pi r. The area of the circular base is pi r squared. Okay. Luckily for us, the radius and the height are the exact same here. So this one was pretty straightforward, I thought. Doesn't need much explanation. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 2 gives me 18 to get 36. Let's talk about number 3. This one's a little bit different in that we're given our diameter here as the 15, and so that makes the radius 7. The height is obviously then 5, 2 pi 7 5 times 2 pi 7 squared to get 168 total pi's. Okay, 7 times 5 is 35, times 2 gives me 70. Then make sure you square the 7 first and then multiply by 2. Here, this one's a little bit different. I chose to use the square base as my, or square face as my base, where it's 7, 7, 7, 7. All right, each side is 7, so my perimeter is 28. The area is 49. The number that I haven't used yet is this floating 2, so that 2 becomes the height of my prism. Plug it in. Perimeter of the base times the height of the shape plus 2 times the area of the base to get 154. All right, let's keep going. Volume of a cylinder. Volume of a cylinder, this one's pretty straightforward, okay? The radius is 5 that was given to you. The height is 9. Make sure you're squaring the 5 first and then multiply the 9, order of operations, to get 225. And remember, these are units cubed because we're dealing with volume now. All right, volume is measured in cubic units. Okay. The base. I chose the base to be the face that it was sitting on, the actual base, the base of the base. It was the base. It's the base. If it's the base, then it's the base. So, so to find the volume of a prism, it's the area of the base times the height. The area of the base is 36, and that makes the height 11. These 6's here, okay, these 6's here are part of my base right here. All right, this 11 is the only number I did not use, so the volume is 36 times 11, which is 396. Okay, cool stylus, my handy dandy stylus. I put a rubber band on it now, kind of as my like grip. It's like where I grip it. It's pretty sick. Not really. It's just the little things, right? So I have a rectangular prism. I chose to use the quote-unquote shortcut. Just do length times width times height. So 3 times 9 times 7. Obviously, for this one, you could have done the same thing. 6 times 6 times 11. But since there are so many 6's here, I chose to use the base to find the area of the base first. Okay. I mean, I guess there's a couple 9's and a couple 3's. But you should get 189, and then that's inches cubed. Here, this one's a little bit different. So I'm going to erase that, erase that, erase that, and erase that. So the unique shape here is this triangle. Okay, the triangle is my unique shape. All right, so if you notice I have the 6 and the 8. If this is 10, then the hypotenuse of my triangle is 10. So I have a 6, 8, and 10. This is actually a Pythagorean triple. It's 3, 4, 5, and then they're all being multiplied by 2. Obviously, if you don't, I don't expect you to know that, but I just want to make that observation. Excuse me. So to find the area of this base, remember it's base times height divided by 2. The base and your height make a right angle, so 8 times 6 divided by 2 to get 24. Now, if you'll look here, I used this number here. I used that 10. Okay. I didn't use it, but it was in my base. It was a side of my base. So technically I used it, but without using it. I used this 8 here. I used the 6, but I have not used this 6. All right. That 6 becomes our height. And now that we have our area of our base, which is 24, do 24 times 6 to get 144 yards cubed. Now, hopefully this video will save and I won't have to do it again for a 4th time. All right, here we go. Let's give it a shot.